There's a crooked gate where the iron bends low. Rust on the hinges like a wound won't close. Boot heels drag on a gravel confession. Every step sings out my quiet transgression. Names carved deep in a cold gray line. You're still sharper than the hands of time. I trace each letter like a sinner in prayer, but God don't answer in this frozen air. There's a crow on the fence with a preacher's stare, like he knows what I did, like he saw me there. And the wind through the pines sounds too much like breath, calling me back to the hour of death. I keep coming back to where you lie, under broken stone and a weeping sky. Every night I hear you call my name from a hollow ground. I'm the one to blame. If I'd been faster, if I'd been brave, you'd be walking free, not in this grave. Now I'm chained to dirt that I can't outrun. I buried you, but I'm the haunted one. Lantern swings from a shaking hand, throwing shadows I don't understand. Every flicker paints your final breath like a film I can't rewind from death. You said don't lead me through blood and dust, but I chose fear over fragile trust. Ran from the fire, left you in flame. Now every heartbeat repeats your name. I dug this ground with a borrowed spade, every shovel full of debt unpaid. And the deeper I went, the more I knew I wasn't burying you, I was burying truth. I keep coming back to where you lie, under shattered stone and a blackened sky. Every night I hear you call my name from a restless ground. I'm the one to blame. If I'd been stronger, if I had stayed, you'd be flesh and bone, not memory made. Now I'm tied to a past I can't undo. I buried you, but it buried me too. There's dirt in my nails I can't wash clean, and a ghost in my chest where you used to be. I swear I see you between the trees, standing still in the midnight breeze. Your eyes don't accuse, they just look through me, like you know the man I'll never be. And the silence screams louder than any cry. Why'd you die? Why'd you die? Why'd you die? I keep coming back to where you lie, under crooked wood and a dying sky. Every night I hear you call my name from the buried truth and the living shame. If there's a hell, it's this cold ground where your voice keeps dragging me back down. I tried to run, but there ain't no sun. I buried you, and I'm the haunted one. sings like judgment every time I peel. Another town, another lie I learned to wear, like a borrowed coat that never quite fits fair. I left a name carved deep in county lines, where the preacher knew the truth behind my eyes. Now every road just bends but never breaks, and every dawn feels like a fresh mistake. I got sins I can't outrun, they ride shotgun with me through every state line, every back road county. I keep driving through the night, but they don't fall behind like blood on the wind, like a mark I can't hide. I could run till the devil forgets my name, but these sins I can't outrun still know the way. There's a motel cross flickering half alive, where I washed my hands but couldn't feel them dry. Every mirror shows a man I used to know, with a past that won't stay buried down below. I hear the sirens in the pouring rain, but it's just the guilt calling out my name. I trade my sleep for one more mile of road, but the weight don't lighten, just shifts the load. I got sins I can't outrun, they ride shotgun with me through every state line, every back road county. I keep driving through the night, but they don't fall behind like blood on the wind, like a mark I can't hide. I could run till the devil forgets my name, but these sins I can't outrun still know the way. If there's mercy in the dirt, I ain't found the place. If there's grace in these hands, it's been worn away. I dug a hole once deep enough for truth, but the ground spit it back like it always do. Now the tires hum low like a funeral hymn. In the past it's quiet, but it's closing in. There's no horizon wide enough to save a man who's digging while he tries to escape. I got sins I can't outrun, they ride shotgun with me through every lost road in broken memory. I keep driving through the dark, but it won't let me go, like fire in my chest, like a debt I still owe. I could run till the world turns cold and gone, but these sins I can't outrun keep dragging me on. Yeah, I could run till there's nothing left to become, but I'll die on the road with the sins I can't outrun. There's a nail in the door of the church on Pine, where they wrote my sins in crooked lines. Every whisper rides a southern wind, says I'm the devil they let back in. Boots still drag through the gravel road, like they remember every wrong I've told. Mama's porch don't creak the same since he started spitting out my name. Sheriff's eyes like a loaded gun, knows the things that I ain't outrun. And the river don't wash, no it don't forgive, just reflects the ghost I live with. There's dust on my name, it won't wash away, no matter how hard I pray, how long I'll stay. Every mile I run, every line I cross, I'm still that man they say I was. Yeah, the past don't fade, it just rearrange the blame, like shadows in the flame. I could bleed for change, still in the same, with dust on my name. I took a job at the edge of town, where the railroad tracks hum low and brown. Kept my head down, hands in dirt, trying to bury what still hurts. But the preacher's son won't shake my hand, says redemption ain't for my kind of man. And the girl I love won't meet my eyes, she still believes those old town lies. Every night that whistle cries like it's calling out my alibis, and the mirror don't show I become just a man I can't outrun. There's dust on my name, it won't wash away, no matter how hard I pray, how long I stay. Every mile I run, every line I cross, I'm still that man they say I was. Yeah, the past don't fade, it just rearranges the blame, like shadows in the flame. I could bleed for change, still in the same, with dust on my name. I lit a match in the pouring rain, open fire might cleanse the stain, but the storm just laughed and took its claim, left me choking on the same old shame. If I leave, I carry it anyway. If I stay, they'll never let me change. Ain't no road that don't recall the man I was before the fall. There's dust on my name, carved deep in stone, every place I've ever known. Every prayer I speak, every truth I claim, still echoes back in a different name. Yeah, the past don't die, it just digs its grave in the choices that I made. I could rise again, but I'll never be saved from the dust on my name. there beneath my boots. Dust hangs heavy like a noose. Wind drags secrets through the pines. Whispers sins I swear ain't mine. There's a mark burned deep in bone, like a brand I never chose. Mama said, boy, don't look back, but the sky went black as crows attack. They circle low like they've been told. Feathers cut against the cold. Every mile they track my breath, like they're counting down to death. Crows know my name carved in the dirt, singing my sins like a gospel curse. Black wings beat where I can't outrun. Every road ends where they begun. Crows know my name, I hear them cry like judgment falling from the sky. No place left I can't escape. Every wing spells out my fate. Church bell rusted, never rings. Still I hear those hollow things, echoed prayers from broken men who never made it out again. I wash my hands in a river dry, still can't rinse what stains inside. Every town just turns its back when them crows start circling black. Graveyard dirt beneath my nails, every breath a borrowed tale. I ain't living, I just roam like a ghost and not a home. Crows know my name carved in the dirt, singing my sins like a gospel curse. Black wings beat where I can't outrun. Every road ends where they begun. Crows know my name, I hear them cry like judgment falling from the sky. No place left I can't escape. Every wing spells out my fate. I try to run past county lines, try to bury all the signs, but fate don't lose a trail once found. It rides the wind, it hunts you down. Every mirror shows their eyes, every silence screams my crimes. I ain't chased, no, I've been claimed, like I was born already named. Crows know my name carved in the dirt, singing my sins like a gospel curse. Black wings beat where I can't outrun. Every road ends where they begun. Crows know my name, no use to pray. They've been calling me for days. No redemption left to claim when even death knows your name. I hammered out a promise on a cold and iron night. Said I'd never bow to mercy, said I'd always choose the fight. Carved my name in bad decisions with a steady, stubborn hand. Now every road I wander leads me deeper in this land. I traded truth for comfort, sold my bitter side for pride. Built a cage from every maybe that I never left behind. No jailer at the doorway, no lock I couldn't break, just the weight of my own choices and the vows I wouldn't shake. These are the chains I call my own, forged in fire, set in stone. Ain't no hand that's holding me but the man I chose to be. Every mile, every wrong I've been wearing all along. I could run, but I won't roam from these chains I call my own. I remember softer mornings when my hands were still clean, before I learned how easy it is to live in between. Every line I crossed, I swore I'd never cross again, but the devil in my mirror always looked just like a friend. Now the fields all turn to silence when I walk their broken roads, and the past stands like a preacher calling out the things I know. I ain't lost and I ain't stolen, I ain't tied by someone else. I'm just buried in the choices that I made all by myself. These are the chains I call my own, forged in fire, set in stone. Ain't no hand that's holding me but the man I chose to be. Every mile, every road I've been wearing all along. I could run, but I won't roam from these chains I call my own. If I had a key, I'd know it by the weight inside my chest. Every door I never opened, every truth I never said. Freedom ain't a stranger, it just don't feel like home when you build your life on nothing but the seeds you've overthrown. I hear redemption calling like a train out in the night, but I laid these tracks myself. Now I'm riding where they wind. These are the chains I call my own, forged in fire, set in stone. No one left for me to blame, I'm the keeper of this flame. Every scar, every sin is a place I've always been. I could leave, but I won't roam from these chains I call my own. Gravel groans under worn-out wheels. Sky hangs low like it's cutting steel. Radio's dead, just a hollow hum. of every road I've ever outrun. Got a map with the ink all bled, names I knew now strike like lead. Every mile feels twice as long since the place I knew went wrong. I passed that church with a broken cross, where I buried what it cost to keep walking, to keep this pace, with a ghost that wears my face. There's no light on my way home tonight, just a black line carving through my mind. No porch glow, no door left wide, just a long road I can't outride. If there's mercy, it don't know my name, and forgiveness never came. I keep driving through the unknown with no light on my way home. Wind cuts sharp through a cracked up pane, carries whispers I can't explain. Every signpost bends away, like they've got nothing left to say. I remember a softer time, before the fall, before the crime, before I traded truth for lies and watched the better man inside me die. Now the fields just stretch and fade into debts I've never paid, and the night won't let me see if there's anything left of me. There's no light on my way home tonight, just a black line carving through my mind. No porch glow, no door left wide, just a long road I can't outride. If there's mercy, it don't know my name, and forgiveness never came. I keep driving through the unknown with no light on my way. If I stop, I might just break. If I turn, it's too damn late. Every mile's a deeper grave for the man I couldn't save. Heard the devil don't chase the lost, just waits for them to count the cost. And I've been counting every breath, like a gambler staring down his death. There's no light on my way home tonight, only darkness burning cold and white. No hands left to pull me through, no past left that still feels true. If there's heaven, it shut me out, and hell's too far to turn around. So I keep rolling all alone with no light on my way home. Found an old photograph in a rusted drawer, a man with steady hands I don't know anymore. His His eyes were clear like a river after rain. Now mine holds storms I can't explain. Boots by the doorway, cracked with dust. Every step I took was built on rust. I used to speak like a man who believed. Now every word feels like it deceives. There's a hollowness carved in my chest, a quiet war that won't let me rest. I traded truth for a colder skin, and I don't recall when that change set in. I ain't the man I used to be. That ghost don't walk inside of me. His hands were clean, his heart ran free. Now all that's left is memory. I wear his name like it don't fit right, like borrowed skin in a losing fight. If he could see what I've become, he'd turn away and call me no one. I hear his voice when the night cuts deep through broken dreams and shattered sleep. He asked me where the road went wrong, why every mile feels twice as long. There was a fire that used to burn, a sense of grace in every turn. Now every flame just scars my hands and turns to smoke I can't command. I made my bed in a field of regret, with debts of blood I can't forget. Each choice I made carved out this face, a stranger staring back in place. I ain't the man I used to be. That ghost don't walk inside of me. His hands were clean, his heart ran free. Now all that's left is a memory. I wear his name like it don't fit right, like borrowed skin in a losing fight. If he could see what I've become, he'd turn away and call me no one. If I could meet him down that road, before the way, before the low, I'd warn him about the cost of pride and all the truths I chose to hide. But time don't bend and grace runs thin, and I'm still locked inside this skin. With every mile I drift away from who I was back yesterday. I ain't the man I used to be. That soul got lost somewhere in me. His light went out so silently. Now darkness holds the rest of me. I wear his name like it don't fit right, like borrowed skin in a losing fight. If he could see what I've become, he'd turn away and call me no one. And I used to be just a fading trace of memory. standing where the gravel meets the dying line of steel, with a suitcase full of nothing and a wound that wouldn't heal. Wind was dragging old confessions through the cracks of rust and bone, every mile behind me whispering I'd never make it home.
There was blood upon my knuckles, there was dust inside my lungs, every promise I had broken hanging heavy off my tongue.
Then I heard that iron thunder cutting through the midnight air,
like a ghost come back to tell me
there was mercy somewhere. Oh, the train out of nowhere
came calling my name,
like a second chance burning
in a runaway flame.
I climbed on with my sin
and the lies that I wore,
but that train out of nowhere
don't lead anywhere no more.
Yeah, it howls like redemption
Through the cracks of my soul, but it runs on illusions I can't outrun or control.
every mile just a circle.
I've been riding before,
That train out of nowhere
don't lead anywhere no more.
saw a preacher in the corner with a Bible in his hand.
Said, son, you can be forgiven if you follow where we stand.
But his eyes were cold as winter, and his collar stained with gin.
And the cross around his neck couldn't drown out all his sins.
There was a woman dressed in silence,
With a ticket made of gold,
said she left behind a lover
somewhere buried in the cold.
She was smiling like salvation,
But her hands began to shake,
like she knew this road was nothing
but a cruel and crooked fate.
oh, the train out of nowhere
Came calling my name,
like a second chance burning
in a runaway flame.
I climbed on with my sin
And the lies that I wore,
but that train out of nowhere
don't lead anywhere no more.
yeah, it howls like redemption through the cracks of my soul,
But it runs on illusions I can't outrun or control.
every mile just a circle.
I've been riding before,
That train out of nowhere
don't lead anywhere no more.
now the tracks start bending backward through the towns that I fled,
Past the ghosts I tried to bury,
and the words I left unsaid
I see faces in the windows,
that I swore I'd never know.
all the roads I tried escaping
Are the only roads I go, and the whistle turns to laughter
like a devil in disguise.
every hope I tried to follow
Was a well-dressed set of lies.
ain't no station in the darkness,
Ain't no place to finally stand,
just a rail of broken mercy
drawn in unforgiven sand.
oh, the train out of nowhere
Still
calling my name,
calling my
control.
Every mile just a circle.
I've been riding before.
That train out of nowhere
Don't lead anywhere no more. I keep you folded in a rusted tin, where the highway dust settles in my skin. Wind cuts cold through a broken coat, and your name still lingers in my throat. Gravel sings under worn-out boots. Every mile just buries deeper roots. I tried to drown you in whiskey rain, but the bottle only speaks your name. I hear the reels cry through the night, like a ghost that won't lose the fight. I left your grave, but I never left you. Now every road just pulls me through. I got ashes in my pocket, they're weighing me down.
Every step I take
drags me back through this town.
I can run, I can hide, I can curse your name,
but the dust of your memory burns just the same. I got
ashes in my pocket, cold as the grave.
every breath that I steal is one I can't save.
You're the fire I lost, you're the sin I can't drop.
And I'm damned by the weight of what I can't stop.
I slept in ditches, I prayed in vain, watched your face in the window pane. Every stranger wears your eyes, every silence screams your goodbye. I carved your name in a roadside sign, but the rain just washed it out in time. Still I carry what's left of you in every scar that cuts me through.
The preacher said, son,
let it go,
but he don't walk these roads.
I know
He don't feel what I hold inside, a pocket full of where you died. I got ashes in my pocket,
they're weighing me down.
every step I take
Drags me back through this town. I can run, I can hide, I can curse your name,
but the dust of your memory burns just the same. I got
ashes in my pocket, cold as the grave.
every breath that I steal is one I can't save.
You're the fire I lost, you're the sin I can't drop.
And I'm down by the weight of what I can't stop.
If I cast you out into the wind,
Would I finally outrun my sin, or would you ride every storm I chase?
etched in bone, I can't erase.
If I lay you down,
By the river bend,
would this hollow ache?
finally end
Or would I still feel your restless ghost?
in the thing I love the most.
I got ashes in my pocket,
They're tearing me apart,
like a fistful of dust.
where you used to have a heart.
I can scream to the sky,
I can dig my own hole,
but your memory's buried deep in my soul.
I got ashes in my pocket,
I can't let them fall.
if I lose what remains,
I got nothing at all.
you're the curse that I keep,
You're the chain I won't break,
and I carry your ruin with every step I take.
I used to hear your footsteps in the boards at night, like a ghost with a name I could still recall. Every scar had a story, every dream had a bite. Now the walls don't speak at all. There was whiskey in the memory, rust in the rain. Every photograph burned through my veins. I could feel you in the silence, calling out my name. Now the silence don't carry a thing. I chased those ghosts down gravel roads and broken lines, held them close like a sinner holds a lie. But somewhere down the road I lost the signs. Now I can't even remember why. Now even the ghosts won't find me anymore. They don't knock on this broken door. All the pain I used to know is gone, like a hymn that died before it's sung. I'd give my soul just to feel that ache again. Even sorrow felt like a friend. But the past don't haunt like it did before. Now even the ghosts won't find me anymore. There was a time I'd awake with your name in my throat, like a curse I was meant to keep. Every night was a river, every thought a rope pulling me down where I couldn't sleep. I carved your face in the back of my mind like a prayer I refuse to forget. Now the lines have faded, the edges unwind, and I ain't even haunted yet. I walk through rooms that should be filled with you, but the air just hangs like stone. Used to feel like dying was the worst I knew. Now it's worse to feel alone. Now even the ghosts won't find me anymore. They don't knock on this broken door. All the pain I used to know is gone, like a hymn that died before it's sung. I'd give my soul just to feel that ache again. Even sorrow felt like a friend. But the past don't haunt like it did before. Now even the ghosts won't find me anymore. What's a man without the weight he carried? What's a grave when the name's erased? I was baptized in the hurt we buried. Now I'm drifting through empty space. No chains to drag, no fire to fight, no voice calling through the night. Just a heart gone still in a quiet war, and I don't feel you anymore. Now even the ghosts won't find me anymore. No footsteps on this wooden floor. All the wounds I wore like crowns are gone, like a truth that died before it's known. clock struck 12 like a gun in the dark. I was waiting on mercy, believe it's mark. Street lamp flickered on a broken road, like a preacher choking on the words he told. I had faith in a turn, in a clean-cut line. The past would loosen its rusted spine, but the night just sat like a judge in black, and every prayer I sent came crawling back. Midnight didn't save me, didn't wash me clean, didn't break these chains or erase what I've been. I stood in the silence, begged for a sign, but the hands kept moving, same as before time. If redemption was coming, it lost my name. Midnight didn't save me, I stayed the same. Walk past a bar where the sinners pray, with a glass in hand just to numb the day. Old jukebox crying a worn-out tune, like a dying man howling at the moon. I saw my face in a window crack, like a ghost of a man I can't take back. Every mile I run, every lie I tell, just another nail in a private hell. Midnight didn't save me, didn't wash me clean, didn't break these chains or erase what I've been. I stood in the silence, begged for a sign, but the hands kept moving, same as before time. If redemption was coming, it lost my name. Midnight didn't save me, I stayed the same. I heard that I was a sacred gate, where the lost step through and rewrite fate. But the door stayed closed, didn't make a sound, just a cold dead bolt that I never found. Maybe grace don't walk where I've been lit, maybe hope's just a lie that the broken spread. So I lit one match, watched it fade too fast, like every promise that couldn't last. Midnight didn't save me, didn't set me free, didn't call forgiveness out of what I see. I stood in the ruins of who I'd become, with a heart like a drum that don't outrun. If heaven was calling, it passed me by, left me here with the truth I can't deny. Midnight didn't save me, it let me remain, just a man in the dark, wearing all my pain. red line crawling through the timber tonight, like a serpent made of anger, chewing bark down the bone. Wind's got a preacher's voice, calling judgment in the pines. Ash falls soft like a snowfall over everything I've known. My father's porch is cracking in the heat of the flame. That old guitar is crying where I left it by the wall. There's a picture of your face turning black in the smoke, and I can't tell if I'm running from the fire or the fall, or the fire in the pines took my name in its mouth, burned the road I was walking, turned me inside out. Every memory's a cinder drifting into the sky. I got nothing left to bury, nothing left to deny. Yeah, the fire in the pines don't leave nothing behind. Just a man full of ghosts and a trail of goodbye. There was a chapel down the hill where we swore we'd grow old. Now the steeple's just a finger pointing nowhere at all. I hear the crack of the rafters like a hymn gone wrong, like a choir made a devil singing, ruin through it all. Your dress was hanging white on the line that day. Now it's ashes on the wind where the black crows fly. I tried to hold on to something that the flames couldn't take, but even love ain't sacred when the whole world's dry. Oh, the fire in the pines took my name in its mouth, burned the road I was walking, turned me inside out. Every memory's a cinder drifting into the sky. I got nothing left to bury, nothing left to deny. Yeah, the fire in the pines don't leave nothing behind. Just a man full of ghosts and a trail of goodbye. I stood in the clearing with the smoke in my lungs, watched the past turn to embers in the dead of the night. There's a sound when it's over, ain't a scream, ain't a cry, just a silence so heavy it can swallow the light. I called your name, but the wind dragged it off like it never belonged to my chest in the first place. Now the world feels hollow where the roots used to hold, and I'm just passing through what used to be our place. Oh, the fire in the pines took my soul in its mouth, left me wandering circles with no way back out. Every promise we made turned to dust in my hands. Now I'm walking through a graveyard that I don't understand. Yeah, the fire in the pines don't leave nothing behind. everything that was mine. We were raised where the water runs crooked and slow, past the fences that lean like they're giving up hope. She'd carve her name in the bark by the bend, said if I drift I'll come back here again. There was rust on the bridge and a cross by the rail, where the town kept its secrets and nailed them in place. I heard her laughing that last fading night, with a bottle of fire and a dare in her eyes. The river took her name, washed it out of the clay, carried every syllable miles away. Now the banks don't speak and the current don't pray, it just drags what it finds to a nameless grave. And I call through the rain, but it ain't the same since the river took her name. I went back with a dawn and a rope in my hand. Every step felt like walking through somebody's end. Her boots by the shore, laces loose in the mud, like she stepped out of time and into the flood. Sheriff said, son, some things don't return. Wrote it down like a page that was too far to turn. But I know what I saw in that black rolling vein. It don't give, it just takes and forgets what it claimed. The river took her name, carved it deep in the stone, turned her voice to a sound I don't know. Now the wind don't care and the willows don't sway, like they're tired of watching it slip away. And I scream at the sky, but it don't explain why the river took her name. Every drop's got a memory buried in silt. Every ripple's a lie that the water has built. I still hear her singing when the night cuts cold through the cracks of the past that I can't hold. If I walk far enough, if I bleed in the stream, will it give back the ghost that it swallowed from me? Or am I just another man lost in the tide, with a name on my lips and no place to hide? The river took her name, left me nothing to say, just a ghost of a love that it pulled away. Now the stars don't shine and the road don't bend, just circles me back to that place again. And I'll stand on the bank till I fade the same, where the river took her name. Yeah, I'll fade in the dark where it carved her name. There's a hollow in the floor where your weight used to fall. Bold, remember every footstep down that narrow hall. Coffee cups still chipped the way you liked it best. Cold as the silence laying heavy in my chest. Screen door don't slam like it used to at night. Just hangs there crooked, won't put up a fight. Wind rolls through like it's calling your name, but it dies on my lips.